cut. So it's just going to kind of undercut it and leave the length here and soften it. So. Don't put an inch off the head and just kind of cut up to it. So basically it's kind of cutting a short to long piece there.
It's not hard to use the edge.
No problem.
I'll try it again.
So I'm going to come back around here. And I'm going to kind of use the center as a guide, so I'm going to kind of come to the side a little bit more. Grab my section. Another yet. I'm putting my hands right on the scalp, and then I'm just going to lift my hands straight up off the scalp and slide up about an inch and just cut out. So there's not really over directing. I'm basically taking a section almost like a sunburst, upside down. Come to the center. Grab some more hair. So that's kind of leaving it a little weighty to the sides. Putting my hands on her head, standing up. Right there. And I'm going to cut from the short piece here to the long piece. I'm going to drop it. I'll do one more. I think on the sides a little bit, I'm going to just grab a little bit off center because we can get it. Sorry, I keep grabbing the wrong hair.
Don't look so down. All right.
So I'm going to go back to center again and start over. So basically, I'm going to take a 1 inch section, a little half-inch section, what have you. I'm going to pivot off the head. I'm going to come and slice down this way. Do it again. Slice down this way. Do it again, and do one more. And do it again. And so it's just going to give it a little softness on the inside. It's going to leave the blunt line, but it's going to put some layers in there. So come right up the side. Now this is a technique, this hinge cut, and I want to go over it because this is something you can use a lot of times. I got a real dumb use for it, but I'll tell you that one I've used actually in the past is gum. I don't know if you've ever had some kid come in and they'd cut gum out of there and they have a really chunk, and you just can't have a line. So if you take that little chunk of hair and you just kind of hinge cut up to it and take from the short little chunk they did and just kind of cut through it, when it falls, the little mark they left disappears. So that's just a real clean little line. Come up a little higher, grab another section, slide up.
Does it
Just
look
do the
okay?
same thing. That one's already kind of done. So we left the line, but we've taken a little bit of softness to the hair cut. Head up, sorry. Sorry.
She looks like the mannequin at
And that gives that little bit of undercut, a little bit of a lift there. Okay, so let me just get one more time. Just a little bit more layers on top and we'll be all done. Now I'm going to hinge cut the top. I'm going to just do it real quick. It's very much the same thing we just did. I'm going to take the hair up. I'm going to put my hand on the head. Lift it straight up. And I see this is the length of my hair. And this is the top length. So I'm going to slide up because I want the top not to be too short. And I'm going to cut right up to the length. So I'm keeping the length, and I put a little bit of a layer into it. And that's going to lay over top, get that out of my way. Again, slide up, come up about that high, go through the length, get that out of my way. Okay, and then I'll get one last one at the ear, then I'll go back to the other side. Okay, go back to center, I'm going to go the other way, and then I'll top back, we'll be done. Okay, so to leave length in the front, to leave more of the weight, because at the bottom I want the weight down there, I'm going to start bringing these, instead of pivoting around, I pivot around from the center to the ear, then I pivot it around from the ear to the other ear, from the center to the other ear, and that basically was the same thing. My hand was pretty much in the same spot all the way here. Yeah, I could continue to do that, I'd be short here and like longer the fringe. What I want is I want to bring this back, so whatever's here already is going to stay there. So my cut's going to stay right at the ear base, right behind the ear. Where my last cut was will be my first cut for the next section. I'm going to bring hair back to it. Come here, raise up, just add that little bit in, and then comb it back. Grab the next section, bring it back to the ear, hinge up, connect it in, get it out of the way, bring the next section, bring it back, hinge up, cut it in, and bring the last section back, all the way back. So now everything has basically made the journey from the front all the way behind the ear to the same exact spot. Put my hand on her head, hinge it up and over, and just connect a little bit. Okay? So now that way when it comes back home, it's going to have a little bit of a push, it's going to have a nice layer, but it's not going to have any loss of weight here. It's going to be nice still. The other side, since I got to stay the same place because I'm hinging off the head with my hand, I'm just going to turn the client, and I'm just going to what I'm going to do is exactly the same. It's almost like doesn't matter what side I'm on, I'm going to always have my hand facing forward onto her head. Okay, so we'll leave off where our last section was here, hinge up, slide up, and that's already done. Grab the next section. Section, push her back. Not too much cut on this side. This side was already a little shorter already. There we go. A little bit of hair, you see just a little bit. Section. Push it back. Pushing back, way back. Up, barely any. And then the last one probably has nothing because it's really short already. All right, let's check it out. Let me see what you got there, Mirror Man.
Looks really good. Looks comfortable.
It looks comfortable.